red car. I've been seeing red cars all day again. Just like yesterday, it was red car day. Hey, this truck's for sale. Send something to my Cash App so I can buy it. Get out of here. This whitey just turned. I'm gonna look back there. He's turning on the street. That car just turned when he drove by me. Red. Corner of the house. What do they got in here? A bunch of candy and popcorn and cereal and Campbell's soup. Yep, bunch of shit I don't eat. Alright, they got nothing in there that has any nutritional value. There's another whitey turning way over there. The tail lift is driving right now. There's a whitey truck pulling up the turning right now. Way down the street. And then I think he's gonna turn again right now. Yep. Right as the other whitey's driving by. And then I think this UPS came out synced, and then he's gonna sync again. I think the tail lift just synced right there, way up the street. I think this truck synced. The UPS. I don't know what's happening exactly, but those are black and silver. I think it's black and silver sync in the UPS. The whiteys. Don't be a thing. Just let me go. Just let me go. This whitey's turning around. I step on the street. Silver car in front of me, black truck next to me. I saw another car in front of me when he turned behind me that was synced. These look like the whiteys. They're synced. This is backing up at the same time. Is it synced? This whitey is coming out in front of me as this one's driving by me, and then he's driving out at the corner. This whitey is a whitey. This car is probably synced. I saw another whitey truck turning up the street, I think. It's like more whiteys. I heard a car door close behind me right now. Is it synced? See a car with, I thought he had one light. I think this car is synced. Is he synced? Don't sync. They look synced. I hear a truck beeping right now. That sounds synced. This car is turning right as that truck is driving by me. Is he synced? Don't sync. Is he synced? Don't sync. This truck is sitting here turned on. I feel like he's about to sync. Don't sync. I saw that Aloe truck turn out right down the street, synced up. Don't sync. I see a bunch of cars over there that look synced. Is he synced? Oh, it's cops coming out. Is he synced? Don't sync. Is he about to sync? Is he sync? Is he gonna hit his brakes right now? No, he's hitting his brakes right there. Black and silver. Did that piglet look synced or what? There's a car right now at the fork in the path with the dog in the window. Sync. It's all in my head, but it happens on camera, so it's all in your head too, I guess. This is Faith Regional. Sync. This is the last truck with the whitey in front of me at simultaneous sync. I'm at the fork in the path right now. Is it about to sync? There's people walking in front of me when he drives by me. Is it sync? Don't sync. They're gonna get across the street right when I walk up to the intersection too. There's no sync and you know it. No, I don't know it. I know that it is though. There's someone walking in front of me. I'm walking by the corner police station. My car's driving by at the same time. My car just honked right now. Don't sink. She's touching her nose, synced, I think. Something like that. Is he gonna get across the street, sink? This person's just been standing here. Are they about to sink? Hope they don't sink. I feel like they're a sink head, but I hope they don't sink though. Don't sink. I need lithium. No, I need THC. Send some to my Cash App. Sink. I saw another silver car in front of me. Did y'all see it? It was synced. This person is sending a really long text message. Are they about to send it synced? I hope they don't send it synced. There's green. I saw a 99 on it. There's the silver sink. She just started walking right there, synced. Are you synced? Don't sink. She finally sent the text message right there at the place where they sink. She was standing there for an hour and a half. Like, the fuck? Sink. Sink. Sink, sink. Are these the silver sinks? Yeah, every time something synced happens, I say sink. You're right, because it sinks like this. Sink. And this whitey sink. And I saw someone walking away, or when I walked up, like walking into the alley or something. This looks synced. Is it about to sink right now? It looks synced. Probably because it is. I hope this doesn't sink on me. I don't know. I think these birds were synced though. I think she was synced. She like walked in at the door of the sink. That looks synced. And that looks a little late, but it looks synced. And there's someone sitting in this truck, and they're probably a sink head. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Whitey, sink. A bunch of silver cars that all seem synced. Don't sink. Black and silver, sink. Black, sink. 666, sink. 666, sink. She's taking a drink, synced, I think. It's black and silver, sink. And this car is taking off, sync. 6, sync. Cop, sync. Sync. That's a black car, and that black car was almost at the intersection when it drove by me. And it looks like more sink heads. Just all of the cars that you see look like sink heads to me. And this car looks like a sink head. They look sink hardy. These look like the black and silver again. And this whitey are synced with them. They're synced. Sync. Black and silver again, synced. I heard a car door that was probably synced. He's driving by right there, synced. Someone just stepped off the sidewalk when he drove by me, synced. And then they're gonna pull off in a car right now or something. And when I get across the street or something, is this guy gonna sink? Don't sink. I hope he doesn't sink right now. That would look synced. Sink. That looks synced. Sink. They just got in the door and closed. They just got in the car and closed the door when I was walking by that door. And it's a whitey. And they're gonna sink. That's a green truck synced. There's a tan car driving by when I walk by the whitey. There's a whitey sink. Here's engine sound right now. The whitey's starting now. Is he gonna back up right now? Yep, he's backing up right now. Sink. Here comes a bunch of black cars. Are they all synced? Is that the black and silver sink? Is this the tan sink or the red shirt? With the tan, is that two tans? Is that two simultaneous tans? I see another tan truck over there. And a bunch of whiteys and shit. Is it synced? Do they look synced yet? Is this the black and silver again? Does that look synced? Is that synced? Is this park synced? Is that synced right now? I just started driving right now. Is it synced? See his red truck way over there. I think he's synced with the blue car driving by me. Sink. It's fun to sink. It's so fun to sink. His door is just sitting cracked open. Is he about to sink? Oh, there he goes. Is he sinking? Did he do it synced? Is he synced? Was that synced? Is that synced? Oh. Is it synced? Got a blue car right here and a red car and a blue car. Is it the red and blue cars? A bunch of black cars that look synced. I think they look synced. Is he gonna be at the center of the street at the same time that I'm at the center of the street? The guy out of the whitey truck? It's a red car. There's a whitey over there. Did you see him? See him. Huh. It's fun to sink. It's so much fun to sink. So fun to sink. That car has one light. It's so fun to sink. Sink. These cars are both tan and they're synced. They both synced. The sink heads. Here comes the tail lift. Is he gonna sink? There's a CenturyLink truck. Is he sink? I think he's driving by me, synced at the corner of the house, and he's meeting the other car synced at the intersection. Wow, that looks synced. Is the tail lift gonna drive? I'm gonna walk by it or something. Pretty much right at the front of it. Is it because it's synced? Oh, simultaneous syncs. I hear a dog barking, and I think it's synced with this truck driving out in front of me. He's turning really slowly, and he's turning there finally. I hear the dog barking again right now. I saw a car turning up the street when that truck drove by me, and it looked synced with it. What doesn't look synced? Anything? This whitey looks synced. I heard a sound over here right when he turned in front of me. He's stopping right now, and the window wheel truck is pulling up right now and turning right now when I walk up. The window wheel truck is always synced every time I see one. And he's gonna sync again at the other side of the street. Like a sink head that is always synced every time I see one. Are they sink heads? They're always synced every time I see one, you know? So a bird was flying over me right as they walked by me, and they were talking really loud right before they walked by me. And they weren't talking before that, like they're just talking really loud all of a sudden, right as they're about to walk by me. And then a bird flies over right as they walk by me. It's like it's synced or something. It's like they sync. And a bunch of silver cars drive by, and they're all silver, and they're all synced. And they're all silver. Synced. Like it just seems synced. Like orchestrated sync. Doesn't it? Doesn't it always seem like an orchestrated sync? All the time? I think it's an orchestrated sync. The light's turning green right as this car is getting to this intersection. I thought it was gonna be when he drove by me. I saw a whitey over there. I see a whitey over there turning right now. Right when I walked up to the street. see a whitey pulling up right now and another one turning at the intersection behind it at the same time. And this car is coming up right as he's getting across the intersection, and this car is coming out right as it gets across the intersection. And that was driving by me at the same time. And then it's gonna drive by me synced with another car at the same time. And then this one's probably for the other corner of the building. Yep, hit the Cash App and PayPal if you can, guys. Anything helps. Cash App, PayPal. Anything helps. Got $0. Anything helps. This car with the squeaky. They're walking by me at the same time. Sink. This whitey. I think he was just stopped on the street and he's finally turning right there. Don't sink. Don't sink. Are they sink too? Don't sink. You're walking over the curb right as I walk over that line. It's probably sink. Don't sink. Is it black and silver? Don't sink. Did they come out synced? This has an 88. Is he a sink? Don't sink. It's a red truck and then a blue car. And he's turning right there. Seems like a strategic sink. There's a whitey in front of me right now. And they just stopped and walked up to the door right there. And I think she came around the corner right now. And they're going in the door right now. And black and silver. And another black car pulled up and met the black car and a silver car. And then right there synced. And then a whitey truck sync. And then he's stopping right now synced. I think he has a 33. Yeah, we got a 33. We got B3345. 345. And B for 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Tan. Is it tan or silver? What is he? Is he synced? Is it black and silver sync? Is this an 86 sync? Is that a 93 sync? Is that a whitey sync? Is that a whitey sync? Is it a black and silver sync? Yeah. Alright. There wasn't any red or blue with the red. Alright. I thought there was gonna be a red or a blue with the red. It's probably a sink head though. All the black and silver and the white were the sink heads. This car just started backing up right next to me. I think it did. I don't know. This blue car and these two silver cars seem like sink heads to me. This black car looks synced up right now. Silver car. Black and silver. And 2 red cars in a row. And she's covering her face right now. Scratching her head. Sing. Those look like the whiteys to me. red is meeting the blue at the intersection, and he's driving right at the corner. And he's driving by pretty much at the other corner right after it. And then there's another red car with it. And then there's a green car right now at the place where they're seeing. And then there's another green car coming to meet me at the intersection. And there's this car turning right now. He looks in. This car is waiting to drive until right when I walked up, and this car turned out when I walked up, and that looks like Whitey Head. And this Whitey Head looks synced. And the other one behind him looks synced. And then he parked, and then they're gonna get out synced and pick up their children synced, or whatever. Whatever they're gonna do, it's gonna be synced. They're opening the door right as the green car is driving by their car. This truck is turning next to me as they're closing their door. He's gonna pull up at the alley. Pulling up right at the alley is black and silver drive out over there, synced. And driving by me synced. And then he's driving out synced. And then this car is synced. And then this guy probably walked up synced. Is he walking up synced? Those cars are synced. Looks like he's synced with that person. She's got the red coat. Is she gonna sync? This Whitey looks synced. She's turning right now on the sidewalk. It looks synced. The Whitey has a C3 on it. It looks synced. This Whitey is driving out. And it looks synced. That has a 77. And it pulled up synced. There's two red cars in a row, and they gotta be synced. That car is turning as the first red car drives by me. This Whitey's coming out when the second red car drives by me. They look synced. Don't sync. That is 66, and it looks synced. Looks like orchestrated traffic over there. Looks synced. This car is right now. There's another stalker turning behind him way up the street. And it looks synced. Oh, looks synced. I heard this sound behind me. I think it was synced. It was like. Looks synced. This has an 86 on it. She's got the red bag. I bet she's about to sync again. I saw a UPS in front of me way up the street. Let's sync. Here comes a bike right now. Look sync. There's two black cars. Look sync. Look sync. Red and blue. Look sync. Just all look sync. Very extremely synced. Is it a Whitey Head? Don't sync. He missed the railing pole, but he was driving through the intersection right at the railing pole, so maybe that was the sync. I don't know. He's stopping at the intersection right now. Let's sync. This is stopping right now. Is it synced right there? These are always synced whenever I see them. Looks synced. This car is parking right now, right at the alley. This car. Parking right at the alley. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. He's opening his door directly next to me. Looks synced. It's also right at that door where he opened his door directly next to me. It looks synced. This has a 42 right now, and that's green right now. It looks synced. Black and silver. Looks synced. 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 Looks extremely synced out here. Looks synced. What about this red 77 car? Is it a sync? This whitey looks synced. I don't know about this red car, but he had a 77 and he was probably synced. Probably pulled up sync. Don't sync. Don't sync right at the place. Look synced. Don't sync right at a place where they always sync. Look synced. Don't sync. Look synced. Don't stalk me synced. It looks synced when you stalk me synced. And it looks like a stalker that syncs. Don't be a stalker that syncs. It looks synced when you stalk synced. Don't sync. Don't sync me. Stalk it up. It looks synced. There's a bunch of black and silver. Are they synced? Mostly silver and one black car. Are they synced? I heard a car honking too, like honk, honk. It's turning right now, and it's one of those, and they're always synced. In Nebraska, whatever the fuck. This guy's walking out right here, and it seems synced. This looks synced. This looks like another red sync. There's another red car sitting over here, turned on, as I walk by this one. Just a red car parked over here, turned on. Look synced, look synced. This car is always synced. The pure truck is always synced. And it looks synced again. The ATM is always synced, and it looks synced again. Looks synced. It's probably a blue car because it has blue on it and it's synced with it. The blue sync. That's probably what that was. I think I hear a synced church bell. Is it synced? I see red sinks ahead of me and the red sink next to me at the same time as the red sinks ahead of me. And there's a blue car with the white car, and there's a blue car parked right here. Was it synced? This car's starting right now behind me. This guy just walked in the door over here. I don't know if he was syncing or not. These people look like they're syncing. This whitey is probably syncing. Here comes a cop. Is he syncing? This guy just walked out of the center of the street, I think. Is he syncing? It's a whitey truck. The cop is driving right now. Is he synced? You see? You see? This Whitey was turning when that Whitey drove by me. The Whitey's turning synced again with this and other sync heads, a bunch of them. I think that truck was synced. You guys are sitting here and they're about to sync, right? Don't sync. They look like they walked out synced. Hope they're not synced. Looks synced. Looks like a bunch of sync out here. Does it look synced out here or what? Looks like a bunch of sync. 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 Bunch of sync. C3 sync. I think this car is a dim light. Is he a dim lighter? Here comes 2 red cars in a row, and then there's this blue car, and then there's this, that gray car. Here come those red cars right now, and there's a red car going through the roundabout too. I have 2 of them. Sync. Hey, here's a blue and a red car with the red car pulling up. Are they synced? I see a bunch of red cars over there too. Damn. That looks synced. This is Whitey. Looks synced. This military Whitey just pulled up. A military Whitey. There's a school bus when the light is turning and 2 red trucks pulling up at the same time as each other. It's an 84 plate. And then there was a blue car turning over there and he drove by me. And there's a tan car in the center of the street with a 44 plate. These are probably the syncs. Here's the school bus right at the curb. Looks sync. There's a white sync. There's the black and silver sync, and then that with silver in front of me at the same time is Faith Regional silver. And here comes the Whitey, and he synced. And then he synced again. The corners out. And the school bus was directly in front of me when he drove by me. I missed it, but he was. His car is synced. The cars are synced. The cars are synced. This car just turned when that drove by me and it looks synced. This is tan and it looks late but synced. This is white on time, synced. This is synced, and I think they're flipping me off in the passenger seat, and they're laughing in the driver's seat. And then a green car right when I walk up to the roundabout. And then a tan van, that's synced. It's an 86 sync. And is this a 77 sync? With the camel coat? The camel coat. Is this a 1 light sync? A dim light sync? A 42? Or it doesn't have a dim light, but it does have a 42 though. Is it sync? Is this an 84 sync? Comes 3 black cars in a row. Are they all synced? Oh yeah, this one's blue. Is he synced with the red? What's happening? Is it synced still? sinking yet? This has an 86. It's a silver car with a black car right behind it. And there's a cop meeting them at the roundabout. And he's gonna drive by me synced, I bet. Watch. Don't sink. Boo! Is the cop gonna turn synced? Where's the cop turning? Is it right in the middle of the river? Was that the sink? It's right symmetrically in the middle of the river. These cars look synced. This thing look synced. The cars look synced. I'm hearing these engine sounds right now. Is it more sinks? Hope it's not a sink again. It'd be nice if they don't sink once in a while. They're always sink though. Anyway, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you can, guys. I got $0. Anything helps. Anything at all. Let's take a swim. It's cold. See a slow driving whitey head bot. See a sink tard. A sink puppet. They're synced. Fire pit over here, what? Started a fire. Sink heads over here. See a red car right now, as you see. I see other red stalkers up the street from me. I see a white stalker right now. I see another stalker. I see a whitey that's probably a stalker right there. I see, I don't know. Is he a whitey? Seems like the whiteys. This person's gonna get in a car right now, I think. Where'd they go? Hey, here's the tail lift right now, as you see. This white truck just pulled up apart, as you see. Parking white now. And he just turned his lights off. He's getting out as this whitey and this other tan truck drive out behind him. And that's a whitey head that. And he's just staring over at me as he's doing that right there. There's a siren going off as his truck is taking off next to me. Oh, he's backing up again. What's he doing? That guy just went in the door of the building right as I'm walking by the front bumper of his truck. This guy's getting out of the truck right now at the alley. It started to drive it forward, sink next to me, and then stop next to me. Y'all probably can't hear the siren because my microphone's fucked up, but siren is synced. The black and silver is synced again. The siren is honking its horn right now. Right when the black car gets across the street. The whiteys are synced with each other in front of me. Looks synced. Looks synced with the other silver car pulling up. Looks synced, and it 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 looks synced. I think this has a C3. Is it a C3? Yeah, it's got a C3 on it, and it's synced. Got these two cars. I'm walking by a corner hard bar. It looks synced. Got another car at the other corner hard bar. Another red car at that. And it looks synced. Got this thing right here and it looks synced. Got this white truck as I'm walking in front of this pedophile. Looks synced. I think it had a 66 too. That truck was at the crosswalk. Looks synced. That guy's a pedophile and he stalks me and he's synced every time I see him. Or he just sits there on the bench as another car drives by as I walk by him. His car's at the ATM, it looks synced. And then I record him, I'm like the pedophile, and he's like, "You're a pedophile." And he like always says some stupid shit like that every time. He's like, "You're a pedophile, you record children." This person walked out, right? She walked out of the building at the same time. Looks synced. The car is doing a U-turn. This car is pulling up at the same time. Looks synced. Stepping on the street at the same exact time as me. Looks synced. I saw a black car in the center of the street over there. Looks synced. This car is finally gonna park right now. Looks synced. She just stepped on the street. She stepped on the sidewalk same time as me. Looks synced. The whitey looks synced. The black truck's probably synced. There's a silver car in front of me when I'm walking by the black truck. Looks synced. This guy is walking out in front of me. That's right at the corner of the building, I think. Right up the sidewalk. The whiteys are probably the whiteys. She's gonna get in a car directly next to me now after coming out of the coffee shop synced, and then stepping on the street synced, and then stepping on the sidewalk synced. She's getting in a car directly next to me. This whitey is driving through the intersection right at the crosswalk. This other whitey looks synced with him. And then there's also these birds flying up right at the crosswalk that look synced. This whitey in this car looks synced. And the birds look synced. The car looks synced. And this car is sitting at the bank corner, turned on. Is it about to sink? This whitey just parked at the bank corner, I think. Oh, is it gonna take off? Oh, there's a whitey. There's someone walking by me at the bank corner. There's a guy walking by me right at the bank corner. You see him? Do you see? Got a red shirt too. Sink, 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 sink. See all a bunch of silver and red on a black truck. Black and silver and red. Sink. 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 Tan. Is that a tan sink? Tan sink. Blue and red sink. Blue and red sink. Look at all the blue and red pulling up at the same time each other. She got a red shirt in the blue car. The blue and red sink. And that red car too. He's pulling up with the blue and red cars. And then he's driving by right here with the 22. Sink. Blue and red sink. Is he gonna turn right now? That looks synced. Is this synced? I think this is the one that was sitting on the side of the street. By the bank corner. I think it's that one. This car's honking. Is he synced? Oh, it's this car. Is he synced? Is he coming out synced right now? Is these whiteys back here too synced with him? Is he synced? This has an 86. Is he synced? Man, the sink heads are synced, man. There's some synced up sink heads. What do you think? Here comes this loud truck right now. Is he synced? Here she comes. Here she comes right now. Sync. Right there synced with the 93. The door is closing directly next to me synced. The whiteys are synced as I walk by the 93. The whiteys are synced. The black and silver is synced. The whiteys are synced. The whiteys sync. The whiteys are synced. The birds are synced. Walk it up, sync. Sync. Tan and tan. Tan and tan. What are the odds? There's the tan and this is tan. And tan. Oh, it's silver. Okay. It's two tan cars. Walk it up, sync. Here's another tan car. Is he on? It's driving by right at the place where they sink. Here's the whiteys. They sink. There's a whitey driving by this car. This guy putting their seatbelt on right next to me. Walking up seat. They're coming out of the door right now. Is you see? And coughing. Coming out of the door with camel pants and coughing right there. And then stepping off the sidewalk right next to me. Is you see? This guy walking out. Look, sink. Whitey sink. Car starting right now. Sink. The camel pants one. Starting right there. Sink. Don't sink. 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 Was he synced? Don't sink. What is it? Is it synced? I can't see because the sun's in my eyes. I'm walking by the mail van right now. Is it synced? Here comes the white right now. Is he synced? This guy's just inching closer to me up the sidewalk. Is he synced? He's like coming up right behind me right when I walk up to the street. He's like slowly walking behind me, and he's coming up. He's just like getting closer and closer to me, slowly, closer and closer. And then he's coming up behind me right when I walk up. Walking up scene. Walking up scene. There's a black car driving by as I walk by the silver car. Walking up scene. There was another whitey in front of me when that second whitey drove by me. That's a taxi. They're always synced. I don't know what he's doing, but he's probably synced. I don't know what's happening right now, but it's probably all synced again. This truck is synced right now with the other car. Sync, 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 and sync. There's a red car in front of me and a red car that looks synced. Looks synced. Right at the corner of 411. This guy sitting in that car, or that car drove by the back bumper of. Is it the silver sinks? He's taking off right now. Sink. Looks like a bunch of sink. There's a B2 on that one. There's the lighty. The car honking around the lighty drives by me. I think it's his car. There's a guy on a bike. Is he synced? Arm out the window at the bank corner. You see? There's a red car driving by as I walk by a blue truck. Is he see? Is he gonna go in the door right next to me? Oh, he's not going in the door. There's a whitey driving by when he walks by me. There's the guy that got out of the car and honked the horn. There's a whitey right when he walked by me. There's a silver car as the black car is getting to the intersection, and it seems like a scene. Right before the crosswalk, and the silver car right after the crosswalk. Were they synced? This car is coming out at the door, and it looks like he's synced. Slow truck right now looks synced. This person's just standing here. Is he about to sync? Don't sync. driving right there synced. This car is gonna sit and then drive right now synced. The birds are probably synced, and these birds look synced. Just see birds, they look synced. There's a whitey synced. Behind this guy, that's synced. Red car is synced. This whitey has a 77, and I don't know, they're way off. Oh, this car parked when it drove by me. That's the sync. This car is turning to park right now, and it drove out synced with the other car driving by me. And then they're gonna get out the crosswalk or something. Sync. They're opening the door right at the crosswalk. Sync. Sync, sync. Oh, I saw a whitey over there synced when he walked up. I see red syncs and white syncs. I see them synced, and they sync. Blue with the red sync. And red with the red and blue sync. This red truck just pulled up right now when I walked up. And then there's another red car. Sync. And there's another red car behind the red truck. Sync. And then there's another red car. Sync. And then this is probably synced with the red cars because they like to sync the red striped cars with the red cars. There's red cars over there that look synced. The blue cars pulling up with the last red car. This red truck is turning over here synced. This truck is honking at me synced. Red. Is the red synced? Is this blue and red? Is it the blue and red sync? Did that look like the blue and red sync to y'all or what? What about these reds? Are they the reds? Don't sync. Don't sync. Was that synced? I don't know. I'm sure something synced. Is this the black and silver synced? Is it 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 synced? I think it's a lot of whiteys in a row. Are they synced? Sync. Is it synced? I saw someone walk up in front of me synced up, way up the sidewalk, I think. I see the silvers, all three of them pulling up at the same time as each other, all silver syncs. Silver sync. Does that look like a silver sync? This is silver too. This is red. That It was the red truck with the red car. Are these all pulling up at the same time each other? Whitey over there at the same time? Hey, what's up? I don't know that guy, but he's like... Here's a red car right on the blue truck is across the street. That guy in that loud green truck that pulled up synced was like... This person just walked out right now. This has a 33 and she's waving at me with a blue shirt and a red car. Right as she drives by me, she doesn't even look at me. She's just like... She's looking forward and she's like... I don't know if I caught it. She had a blue shirt and a red car and she's taking a drink of coffee and she's a narcissistic scumbag piece of shit. Clown. Loser. Gestapo. She thinks it's funny to sink. This whitey way over there looks like he's whiteying me. This car is taking off at the alley too. That car was taking off at the alley synced. This car is turning right now. There's a blue car with the red car. There's a synced. I see a red truck right now. Another red sync. I saw a bunch of whiteys over there sync. I see that truck that's always synced with the red on the back of it right after the other red. The red car is turning right now, sync. The truck is turning right now, sync. That car is right after it with B9 on the plate. It's probably synced. Is it gonna sync? Don't sync. I think the whitey has brakes right there. There's a tan car sitting here. Don't sync. There's a whitey behind this car as it's turning and it looks like there's a silver truck behind this black car when he turned out and it looks like this is whitey and it seems like he's synced. Looks synced. Looks succinct. He's turning into the roundabout right now. Looks synced. He's turning into the roundabout right now. Looks synced. And looks synced. Oh, it's a green car. Is there gonna be a red car at the other side of the street? Red car at the other side of the street. Red car, the other side of the street. Look sync, look sync, look sync, look sync. I see two. Look sync. Looks like a piece of shit. Look sync, look sync, look sync. Whiteys. Is this an early whitey? Oh, is he synced with that? Looks synced. There's two red cars coming on both sides of the roundabout at the same time as each other. And then another red car when this red car is over here. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. And then another red car when this car with this red car. Just keeps happening like that. A red car on each side of the roundabout, same time as each other. And then he's meeting that red car over there. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. Looks synced. And then the red and the red again. Looks synced. And then there's a blue car behind me at the same time. And then there's a blue car with the blue car that looks synced. And then these look synced. And then these cars back here look synced. And then look synced. And then there's a dog in that car. And what's happening? Is it synced? I don't know what's synced right now. Don't worry, I'll figure it out in 2 seconds. That's what's synced. There's a bunch of black cars that are synced with this one with the dog in it. The red and blue. Is it the whiteys? Looks synced. Looks rather synced. Wouldn't you concur? This car's parking right now. Looks synced. Looks synced. The black car in front of me as a silver truck drives by me. I think they were synced. Looks synced. And looks synced. And looks synced. There's also this engine sound going off when you turn behind me. And that car's probably synced right there. It's a little early. It's synced. This one's synced with the other one. It's synced. And is that synced? Is this synced? Comes a white truck. Is he synced? I think I saw Whitey turning over here. Don't sync. Don't pull up seats. There's a Domino's car right now. Sync. There was also a Whitey in front of me. Sync. I also saw a school bus way up the street that was probably synced. What's synced right now? Is this synced? Is he parking synced right now? Are they synced? Is the motorcycle starting? This loud motorcycle. Is he gonna drive by me at the crosswalk? This car's parking. He's driving by me right here. Sync. Is that synced? Probably synced. There's children walking up right here. Are they synced? They're running up and yelling right there. And there's a Whitey behind the people. When the mom walks up, there's a Whitey behind her. The door is closing directly next to me on the car, and it's the red shirt. Looks synced. Looks like they sync out here stock-tardedly, like a bunch of stock-tards. Look synced. Look synced. Look synced. Look synced. They're laughing in that car. They're like, they're stopped tardy. Look synced. Hey, these are always synced every time I see them. She just turned the corner and when I walked up. Those are always synced every time I see them. I think I saw like 10 of them on this video. And they are all synced. How does that happen every time? Is it because they're synced? I hear a siren. Wait. No, I don't. There's a red car right at the door. I heard a car driving or something. I thought it was a siren starting. Wow, I'm seeing a bunch of red cars again. I see someone walking from me right here. The camera was blurry though, I think. I don't think I caught it. I see a bunch of red cars though. They look synced, and the white car looks synced. Look synced. This car driving by right here again. Look synced. Every time I walk by there, there's a car driving by. Every time I walk by there on this video, there's a car driving by right there. I think they're all black cars too. Like every time I walk by there, I'm pretty sure they're all black every time. I see the black and silver and they look synced. Man. Don't sync. I see the red cars and they look synced to each other. I see the whiteys, they look synced to each other. I see a blue car that looks synced to the red truck. I see red with the blue. I see the red cars. Probably these Burger sync. I see the sync. Oops. Is something gonna happen with this red car? Here comes the school bus. This one has a 2266. I think it says C22. Oh, here's a blue car with the red car. Wow. Ah. What's the school bus gonna do? Look synced. And that car was turning behind him when he drove by. Look synced. Look synced out here.